And the next one, you have to we have to know about the color, right? So the meaning of color is the perception of phenomenon caused by the stimulation of the human eye through a physical effect of the light. So such as the reflection and absorption, like transmission and refraction and scattering, diffusion, and also dispersion, that occur when lighting shines on the object. So it is physical phenomenon generated by the lights and based on the eye sensory response to the wavelength of the light. Everyone knows this light spectrum, right? So in the 17th century, the English scientist Newton conducted the dispersion the experiment using this prism. The prism, where we already learned about this kind of experiment in the middle school or like elementary school, right? So using prism and discovered that the light is a type of electromagnetic wave. And the arrangement of this light divided according to the wavelength is called the spectrum. So there are a lot of the category of the lights. For example, like gamma ray or X-ray or ultraviolet, we normally say UV, right, in the summer. And these are IR, microwave, or radio wave. But the Newton found this visual light, which is only can humans see this visual light. So, for example, the principle of the color is, we can see the apple is the red, that the principle of the color of the red is, the sun observed this color, the sun observed the light, and then only reflect the red color. So because of that, we see the apple is the red. So these are the a principle. So if we see the leaf as a green, then only the green is reflected. And if we see something the black, and everything the light is observed. And by contrast, if we see the something as a white color, then all are the reflected. That's the principle about the color. So there's a RGB and CMYK. So when we use the design tool, we can select as RGB and CMYK. So first of the CMYK, I'm gonna tell you about the CMYK first, because if you maybe some people has a printer in your house, and if you open the printer, there's a four ink, right? The cyan, magenta, and yellow, black. That's the CMY color. But the RGB, using the light, the bright. So because of that, if the combination about the red, green, and blue, about the RGB, the total color is white. But actually, the CMYK is ink, right? So when you guys combine with the CMYK, the total color is black. So when you design a poster, you have to select CMYK setting. Otherwise, when you print out, the monitor color and, when you printed color will be different. Okay. And then, our eye can see the 7 million about the color, but RGB is, about the bright, right? So the 60,000 color they can make the color, but because the CMYK is actually, is combination about the ink, right? So only the 40,000 color they can make. And we should know about these three attributes of color: hue, brightness, and saturation. So the hue refers to the color tones such as red, yellow, green, blue, very a pure color. And brightness, maybe some people, maybe draws, maybe when you're young. Then have you ever tried a datsang, using pencil and make the brightness? That's the brightness, like a measure. All right. And saturation, we can also say chroma is vivid or dull. It depends on the difference about the vivid and dull. Okay. So the Monsieur color system is a very basic, like a color system. So Monsieur was the American painter and also color researcher who lived in 1858 to 1918. So maybe everyone knows this Monsieur color in maybe primary school about the art class. So he created this Monsieur color system, and then it's organized the color based on the three attributes color, the hue, value, and chroma, right? And then, but it's, develop and develop. So this is the final, the Monsieur color system, and this color system is widely used in the world. So you don't need to memorize about the number, but I wanted to explain about, the why they have the 5Y or 5Y. So at the start point is this 5 pure color. So because of this, they put the 5, and this is red, right? So 5R, the 5 yellow, so 5Y, and this green, so 5G, 5B, and 5P. And then the other color is between the 5R to 5Y. So when you combine with red and yellow, the orange comes out, right? So because of this, this 5YR, and this one is also when you combine with when you mix with the like yellow and green, then yellow green will come out, right? And these are all the same. And then after that, also, so now they're the total 10, right? And then they also, when you mix with the 5R and 5YR, then a little more like red side of our orange will come out, right? Because of that, there's 10R and there's 10YR and 10Y and that kind of system. So, and then, actually the number is not that important, but the most important thing is, how to use this color, right, in the design. So you have to think about this, the similar color, right? So analog color are color that the neighbor to each other on the color wheel to share the common base hue and similar characteristic. So, we normally say, oh, these are the similar tone, right? That's this neighbor color. So red and, red side of yellow, orange and more like a magenta color. These are all like a neighbor color, right? So these are the example. So the Kung Fu Panda, the photo, the poster, they used like a similar color about like this tone, right? And complementary color is they can help to each other, and then they create more vivid and like a striking impression. So for example, this one is very like a contrast, right? Like blue and red. So it's more like a synergy color. So they help to each other color. So that's the complementary color. And the complementary color is not only just, this side. You can also think about like split complementary color and also double side complementary color and double split complementary color and also side complementary color. But this is not like a formula because design is basically, it's not like we don't have really correct answer, but these are just recommendation. So these are the example about using the split complementary color. Then you can use the color more like fruitfully. And this one is the Aladdin, the poster, the yellow and like purple. And these are like a mint color could be a very good match. And these are also double complementary color. And also you can apply the fashion, when you wearing some clothes, you can also think about those kind of complementary color.